you're gonna die before we record.
No, I'm
this.
not.
That's hilarious.
I'm clearing my throat. Fool.
Okay, sure. Is it clear? Okay, see, now you're just being rude.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god. Anyway, welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
The only PCP that now has to come up with a new joke because I used it already.
What? Okay.
Hello, Mike. Welcome, Mike. Oh, this is Mike. I'm Ice Jabani.
And I'm Nick, aka Iron Man 1993.
For those of you joining us this week.
We have a bit of a smaller topic base to talk about. Again, this is going to happen more and more as the hiatus kind of drags on.
But we do have, we could probably talk about these two things for a long time.
Yeah.
And see, and you're going to die before we even finish.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
We're not
I've
even
been ill for the past
2
couple
minutes
days. So.
into the. Yeah, that's right.
So,
Sure.
we finally got time to record this. I got my voice back, so let's do it.
Alright, so we can probably talk about these two topics that we have for about 30 minutes apiece. The first, okay, so we saw 2 different movies this week.
Yeah.
We're gonna see another one tomorrow, but
yeah,
it's gonna be much better, hopefully, than Ip Man 3, which is on DVD.
Yeah.
Available to rent now.
Yeah, we kind of
Straight
found it
to
at a
video.
red box.
Yeah.
Which is nice
was
because
alright.
we only paid $1 for it.
Yeah. I would feel bad if we spent any more on that shit.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back when the movie was coming out. And
Yeah.
It looked super cool.
Mike Tyson
Trailers
was in the
happened,
movie and got top
then-
billing because he's Mike Tyson, and that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's even more bullshit after having seen the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He shouldn't outbill Donnie. It's just, oh my god. Anyway.
Why?
Sorry. What do you mean why?
Well, I'm just saying.
The dude's in 15% of the movie.
Yeah.
He's in 3. He's got 3 scenes.
I would argue
in the
that
movie.
he's probably about 10.
Not that it matters.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't flow the way it's supposed to.
He's in. Yeah. It's very weird.
The pacing is off. The fighting scenes are choreographed weird and cinematically shot differently, so you can get those high impact rather than the speed. They went for the high impact shots.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? That was
I did
because
notice a couple
the boxing thing.
Oh really?
It was to make Tyson look better.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And
see, I didn't actually get that idea.
They went through the whole movie doing it.
Yeah.
And not focusing on the speed aspect, which is what we wanted out of this movie. They didn't do it one fucking time.
That I disagree with you on that.
Oh, okay.
We
have a positive
There was
here.
one great fight scene.
Oh, kiss my ass.
One great fight
It made no sense.
No. Sure, it came out of nowhere and was completely added onto the movie. But I argue that a lot of things are added onto this movie that didn't need to be there.
All right.
So
fine.
I mean, just as pure entertainment, it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
That guy stood no chance.
No, none at all. Got his ass kicked the whole time.
But yeah, I thought it was a good fight scene.
No.
It was. That guy stood no chance against Donnie fucking
Yeah, but nobody really did at any point in the movie.
Yeah, but I mean,
this movie didn't really make a whole lot of sense character-wise. I guess they had to kill his wife.
No. That's a historical thing.
Sure, I get that it's canon with the dude's life, but
because it's literally in every incarnation except for this franchise.
Sure, but their chemistry didn't work. In this movie.
I disagree. I don't think we focused on it enough. Because we focused on a whole bunch of other stuff that didn't actually matter.
No, we focused on it a little bit during that one arc.
The school thing?
No.
Okay. Then what arc are you talking about?
The cancer thing. The fool.
Yeah, that's the only place we focus on it. Because that's the only place it's necessary. Again, you need time to build up that whole thing. And they don't have time because we gotta
I assume,
shoehorn Mike Tyson into this entire thing.
I assume they think that they had those 2 movies to develop these characters, which I guess they did, but it's good to see consistency.
Yeah, and there's not really much.
We don't really have that. It's like they didn't even watch the other 2 movies. Alright, so how does even the movie open? Alright, so...
Oh, crap.
Is it his kid getting into a fight at school? Is that the first thing that happens?
That's the first story thing that happens.
Okay, what happens first?
Oh, crap. I, honest to God, can't remember.
Alright, so his kid gets into a fight at school.
Oh, no, the first thing, Bruce Lee shows up, right?
Oh, that's right. I think.
No.
Was that supposed to be him?
Yeah, that's supposed to be him.
Okay.
Because he does the thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't he doesn't have the right name that I understand.
Well, yeah, but I think it's just
because... Is it a translation issue? Because
I don't think so. I think it's more of a, hey, we know that the guy cast as Bruce Lee is probably going to get a whole lot of flack, you know. Yeah. Especially since he's not in this movie as much as he probably should be.
Yeah.
It's very weird because I watched the second movie.
Uh-huh.
And my
afterwards.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Like, I remember watching the second movie and thinking, man, the student guy that he had throughout that movie would have been a good, you know, Bruce Lee type of situation.
That's right.
Going through the whole movie, that would have been cool, yeah. And then we show him up at the end, and I was like, it's kind of weird. So when we open with that guy just showing up, I was like, okay, so we're doing the thing.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't come back for like an hour.
An hour? My ass.
An hour and 15 minutes?
The dude, I only remember seeing him at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, he's at the beginning, and then when he shows up to do the dancing bit, right near the end. Remember when he was like, I'll teach you to dance if you train me?
I don't remember that.
Oh, for real? Okay, yeah.
Holy shit.
But yeah.
I must have been playing a puzzle game at the time.
I wouldn't blame you, man. So that happens, then, you know, school fight thing, and we gotta get into this whole subplot about the school getting torn down or terrorized for some reason. Terrorized. I don't actually know why.
Because.
Okay.
That's as best as I got.
We meet random character man and his son. Random character man really doesn't have a point here until the end of the movie, until like the third act.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, so they just kind of spend a whole lot of time introducing him, but not really.
That's right. Random character man. Yeah, he looks like Asian Johnny Depp. It's weird.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be like the equivalent to Donnie Yen's character, but with his feet.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered from that opening scene.
Well, there's this thing brought up in the prequel movie. Again, I've watched every single one of these things.
Yeah, Nick has. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't finished the Grandmaster, which
I'm having a feeling that those movies are now irrelevant.
No, they definitely are.
Seriously?
But I'm just saying from like a story background perspective, because they're all technically supposed to be in the same thing, except for the fourth movie, which, you know, is drastically different and is supposed to be different because I feel like it was made by people who are like, this is the real story.
Yeah.
Because everything is different. Like his wife dies early on in the movie, or at least I don't even think we see it. I think it's just kind of told to us at that happens. Because he's supposed to be older and blah blah blah. But anyway, the third movie, basically the idea is supposed to be that he develops this new version of Wing Chun that isn't authentic, and people kind of like, you know, yo, this isn't gonna work. And then by the end of the movie, it totally works when he like actually becomes that guy. The thing that took me out of it is he wasn't that fast, but you know, that's just kind of an actor thing.
Is it?
Well, that's what I thought. That was pretty much my idea. And then I was like, okay, by the end, he's gonna be that fast, and he gets blinded, and he's not that fast still. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad movie, especially not compared to this.
Okay.
Because the third movie is terrible. But yeah, so I thought that by going into this story, it would be nice to build on those ideas that were brought up in that movie. The fact that this guy is calling Wing Chun not authentic and blah blah blah. The problem is he doesn't bring that up until the third act.
Yeah, the third act. You mean the third movie?
Yeah.
The third mini that we get out of this
mess.
I don't know. What do you even?
It's a mess.
It's a mini series.
I don't think so.
Featuring Donnie Yen.
Yeah, Donnie Yen's pretty much the only constant. Which, you know, God bless him, he does good with what he's given.
I mean,
I think he kind of figured that this movie was terrible.
The character.
No. He definitely is, like, because he that's something that he cares about a lot.
Yeah.
And he's still really good at playing that role. But I kind of get the sense that he hated making this movie.
Yeah.
Especially with a whole lot of the stuff that they had him do.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a 3-minute fight scene with Mike Tyson. It's gonna be totally random, not worth
it's not mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
Because nobody wins, nobody loses, and nothing changes.
Yeah. He's literally just like, I'll stop hunting you, and then that subplot's over, and then we gotta...
Yeah, and then I guess he's gonna continue doing whatever he was doing to the school. I don't fucking know what was supposed to happen.
That whole thing stopped after that happened, and I was like, okay, movie, you end right here. We can at least end on a good note. The problem is the movie kept going for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, with 2 different stories.
Yeah, introducing the whole thing about, he can't join the tournament because his wife's dying of cancer. And I was like, well,
yeah.
We stepped into the sequel.
We did. There was a whole lot of movie they were trying to squeeze in, and then, she gets really sick, and she's like...
Fight, yeah.
Yeah, fight, yeah. And dear Adrian, rah.
That's pretty good.
That is what's supposed to happen.
No, yeah, I totally get it. The problem is that, like, this is definitely where the movie should have started.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least if you're going to shoehorn Mike Tyson into it, at least introduce this aspect before the whole school fight thing happens, and then the movie, flows a lot better.
The editor for this movie didn't see Rocky 3, so that's fine.
I mean, the editor for the second movie saw Rocky 4, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Casting Kano as the foreign boxer.
He didn't do that bad.
No, he wasn't that bad. But
I agree with you that he was kind of throwing karate punches.
Yeah, that dude wasn't boxing. Firstly, and secondly, he doesn't know how to act like
that movie. Also,
Kano.
is a lot better than this. Still not.
Imantu.
Yeah.
Imantu is good.
Yeah,
but it's still got nothing on Iman 1.
No,
the
it
first
definitely
movie
doesn't.
Is amazing.
And I had to rewatch that movie to be like, damn, this movie's awesome.
Yeah, it kicks so much
because
ass.
I watched it the first time and I was like, God damn,
I might
this
actually
awesome.
go home and watch Interstellar after this.
Oh really?
Sorry.
Okay, that was random.
Well, fuck you.
Well, I mean, the movie's random, so it don't matter.
Yeah, kiss my ass. Anyway.
So we were both thoroughly disappointed. I was thoroughly disappointed, especially since I lost my voice, and I kept watching this terrible thing that they've done to this franchise. Like, this almost beats the Grandmaster. The only reason it beats it is because I was able to finish it.
Oh, okay.
I was not able to finish the Grandmaster. That's the only reason this movie is better than that.
I wanted to bail.
No, I did. I definitely did too. Yeah. But I felt I owed it to Donnie to finish this movie.
You also paid a dude to Mike Tyson, so there's that.
God damn it, Tyson.
Doing God's work, man.
Oh, yeah. He totally shot all his scenes in one place.
Yeah, on the same day, because...
Because he's in like 10 minutes.
This was a bad movie.
No, it's definitely terrible.
Oh, my God. And you got really pissed off earlier today talking about that movie.
Yeah.
Ranting and raving and
because, I mean...
raging.
You don't... Because I don't think the Tyson stuff... I think that's why the whole school thing just kind of feels like it should in, because the whole reason it's there is to set up Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And that whole thing goes nowhere. It just kind of stops. Like, they're just kind of like, well, respect, and then the end of it. And then we got... but the problem is we have like 20 minutes of movie left, and so I'm like, well, what was the point of any of this?
Well, the point is that it's a mini-series. Again, you get like 11-minute shorts.
Yeah.
Master Yip doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's Master Yip the series. It needs like a opening title sequence with like a theme song and shit.
That's definitely what the fourth movie felt like. And that's the terrible movie too. I think it's more enjoyable than this one though, especially because it doesn't have Donnie and you just kind of feel bad. Because I'm just kind of sitting there going, man, Donnie, I feel like you really wanted to make this movie at some point. And then they were like, Mike Tyson! And you were like, oh, no.
You don't think he thought for a minute that would work?
He probably did, like initially, because, he went from the whole boxing thing in the second movie.
Yeah.
So he probably was like, okay, cool, we got this. And they were like, well, Mike Tyson's only going to be in, like, short, so we only got him for a short amount of time. We unfortunately got to shoot all his scenes in one day, and he show up for a fight scene. And then right when he showed up, they were like, okay, but you can't beat him because, he's Mike Tyson.
He's Mike Tyson, yeah. It's in his contract. He has to win. Can you take the fall? And Donnie was like, no.
What are you talking about?
All right, well, we'll just put a timer in, and when the timer goes off, that's when the scene is over.
It's a draw, yeah. And I'm like, well, the whole thing is just kind of,
yeah,
a mess.
It's terrible. Oh my God, it's bad. It's the worst thing in the movie. Well,
because
Mike Tyson isn't the worst part of the movie. The worst part of the movie is whoever edited the movie.
Yeah, the editing.
It's bad.
Yeah, those scenes just kind of jump. I've never seen anything with as much jump cuts just throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
man, that would make a great transition.
It was something that I edited,
Yeah.
Just, jump. We immediately move into this topic and then this topic.
Yeah.
To the point where you're not even sure if they're the same scene, but they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole thing with the people roughing up that place and then the cops.
The cops showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And
God, you drank away a whole lot of this movie.
I did. I'm sorry. This movie was.
No, I agree with you. It's not
sore.
Man,
God,
I was so very angry at this.
I had given up about halfway through. I was like, "Well, this movie sucks."
I gave up about a quarter of the way through.
Yeah.
About actually 3/4 of the way through. Once I realized that we weren't going anywhere.
After the Tyson stuff.
Yeah, because I kind of was like, okay.
How long even was that movie? Was it 2 hours?
I want to say it's an hour and a half.
Oh,
but I don't know because I wasn't paying attention.
A long.
Let me check to see.
And it feels long.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour.
It felt like a 3-hour goddamn movie. It just went on and on forever.
Yeah, I can see that.
It wouldn't end. It would end, but it wouldn't stop. It would just end the story that it was in.
Yeah, and then it was like,
which was total garbage.
Transition. Let's see, runtime. I can't see the runtime on this. Oh, an hour and 45 minutes.
An hour and 45 minutes. Good God. That movie felt at minimum 2.5 hours long.
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, it might be because I forgot a whole lot of it. It also might be because we left halfway through to get food.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like,
well, so we didn't actually sit through we didn't actually get through it in one sitting.
Sure.
But it's not worth it. That movie is just
a pain.
Still not the worst. Well, I think it might be the worst Donnie Yen movie I've ever seen. Cause I mean, you take that character and it's kind of like the
Dino Charge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
you ruin a good character that's already been established, that we already know so much about, that we're already invested in as an audience.
Yeah, I would say that movie is terrible, even though Donnie Yen himself is good. Probably because the worst Donnie Yen movie I had seen prior to that was Special ID, which is generic cop film where they talk most of the time.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, this was just insane.
What, does he speak English?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's very weird because it seems like it was made by an American. Just, with the fast and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. You don't think Chinese people could be intense?
Well, I think if it wasn't Chinese people being intense, it was Chinese people trying to be American style filmmaking.
Oh, okay.
Or what they saw as American style filmmaking, because it seems like a lot faster. Because you watch the first Ip Man film, it's very slow and things kind of build on each other. You get the sparring scene, then you get the fight scene, then you get bigger fight scene,
and then you get the boss level fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything kind of builds on itself, and even
he broke every single one of his ribs.
And even though the fight at the end isn't as intense, it means a whole lot because of, again, what it represents, him standing up against this tyrant soldier. Yeah. And so that's why that scene is so great. And I had to watch it a couple times before I figured that out. Because it was literally on the last time I saw it, I was like, good. My God, this scene is awesome.
It's got a lot of build to it, and it pays off really, really well.
It does.
The second movie
is a little bit more Hollywoodized.
It really is. It definitely has a sequel feel to it. I didn't realize it until he was in the martial arts tea dojo, and they were all like,
"Oh yeah, they were like, yeah, that's right, yeah."
And they have that
scene
entire
comes
fight
out of
scene.
nowhere.
Yeah,
that's right.
I was like, huh. This movie doesn't work as well as the first one.
And the reason I liked that one better is because the boss level was kind of a little bit more intense. Cause
the boss level for the first one or for the second one?
For the second one. It was a little bit more intense because you weren't sure if he was going to be able to fight that guy.
Yeah.
Then again, because watching the first movie, you see him take on 10 dudes, and you're just like, well, that's the end, man. I mean, I know you fought
it's an amazing
guys,
fight
but
scene
Jesus.
too.
No, it's great. But
It's
again,
the
it
best
doesn't
part of
have
the
the thematic build around it. I do legitimately like that he kind of changes his tactics and has it, as soon as he figures out what to focus on, he just completely obliterates that guy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The nothing in this movie ever comes close to any of those boss fights.
No.
Not even the Tai Chi thing. Even as much as I enjoy that fight scene, there's no contest, man. He kicks that guy's ass.
He looks like Asian Ken.
Yeah,
that guy. Yeah.
There's no like he's just continuously beating this dude down.
Yeah.
Kicking him and everything, and I'm just kind of like, God, man, you are awesome.
He's fast. And they never once focus on it. I already said this earlier.
The reason that the final fight in that movie in Ip Man 3 doesn't work is because, again, we didn't have sufficient time to build on it. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. And it's like, this is about honor and respect or something, and I'm like, well, this came out of nowhere, though.
It wasn't in the last episode. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like watching that movie.
Yeah.
And then my phone died and I had to watch a little bit more of it.
Though, again, seeing him do the whole blind fighting thing was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish it was not in this movie. Because it's in a fight scene that's completely goddamn pointless. Then again, most of the fight scenes in this movie are completely pointless.
Yeah, they go nowhere.
Yeah.
They're only in it because it's a kung fu movie.
Yeah.
You gotta have a fight scene. Oh my god.
I will say, again, Donnie Yen, still great in this role.
Yeah.
And he does the best with what he's given.
I don't know. I guess. The fight scenes don't seem choreographed. They seem kind of improvised. Yeah,
I got that feel from some of them, especially the fight against all the gang members in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. I
kind of got that.
The huge group fights, it's very obvious. Yeah. Not everybody
with the one-on-ones, those are a lot more, tighter.
Yeah.
And so they feel like they're, more fast-paced and choreographed. With the group shots, I don't think they're shot correctly to make it look like, certain things are happening. Because I want to know if Donnie Yen is still the choreographer.
We meant to check that on IMDb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just a second.
Because
I know he choreographed the other two films.
Yeah, that's right. But this movie, I don't know, how else you would fight or stage fight Mike Tyson, who couldn't be fucking bothered to break sugar glass. They were all CG.
Oh, really?
Did you not notice that?
I didn't notice that it was CG. I didn't know what you were talking about when you said that they couldn't break sugar glass. I was like, what is that, real glass then?
No, that's not real glass. That's not glass.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's not. It's
weird because his whole move set seems kind of forced.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, oh no, it's Mike Tyson.
He's gonna do the fighting punch.
Fighting thing because that's solely the reason why he beats down Tai Chi Man. And then you see that guy just has no chance against Donnie Yen.
Yeah. It was a very poorly.
Yeah, he was the action choreographer for this movie.
For serious.
Yeah. So again, I think it just boils down to how they're shot.
Paid well for this movie.
He probably did because again, this is the role that he certainly cares a lot about, and that comes with a lot of respect because Bruce Lee and all that other backstory stuff. That goes into it.
Which we should really have that movie already.
No, we should. I understand that. That should be the movie that we have. We have never gotten it. I think the reason is because they're afraid to recast Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I can see that, but I mean, I don't have an American equivalent for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we cast Kevin Spacey as Richard Nixon.
Okay.
So
we've cast a lot of people as Richard Nixon, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We've cast a lot of Hitlers.
That is also true.
This is nothing. We've cast a lot of MLK Juniors.
That is true, but I mean, you look at Bruce Lee, who was like an actor. You don't really get actors playing, really super influential actors. Then again,
Jim Carrey played Andy Kaufman.
That's a good point.
Jamie Foxx played Ray Charles.
That's also a good point. Well done, sir. So way to take the wind out of my sails there.
You totally lost that argument.
No, absolutely. Knockout punch.
Alright, so final thoughts on Ip Man the Third.
Sucks.
Yeah, sucks.
This movie
Skip this movie.
Pissed me off.
Oh.
Like, I hated watching this movie. I even hated thinking about it afterwards. Because I was like, my God, this is what we were waiting for? Yeah. It's been 8 years since the first Ip Man movie. We've been waiting 6 years for this sequel. And this is the movie they came out with? You kidding me? Why?
Anyways.
Like, why?
So, off of that movie, on to something else. We also saw The Hateful Eight this week.
A movie I just finished, so.
Yeah. Alright, so fresh coming off of it, what do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah?
I did. Again, not the best Quentin Tarantino movie.
Not the worst?
But not terrible.
Okay.
Not worse than Kill Bill.
Oh, okay. See, I got very much a Kill Bill feel from
I agree with you that there's a Kill Bill vibe to it, because one of my big problems with Kill Bill is that Volume 1 is kind of just setup. You know, and Volume 2 is where you actually get into like the meat of the story.
I guess, but there's a lot of talking in this movie, and it doesn't really feel like Tarantino dialogue.
Well, I think it's because it doesn't really go anywhere. Then again, you could argue that most Tarantino dialogue doesn't really go anywhere. It's just kind of there to showcase what these characters are about.
Okay.
There are a couple of scenes that work really well with the dialogue. The scenes with Samuel Jackson and Kurt Russell
at the beginning of the movie.
At the beginning of the movie, those really worked, I thought.
Okay.
The scenes with all three of them in the wagon.
Yeah.
That scene really works really well.
He punched that bitch right across the jaw. That was a pretty awesome moment.
Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see that one coming, man.
You really?
Yeah, because he just goes...
I was like, whoa, yeah. How would you react?
Yeah. I agree with you. Especially when he just goes off with her because he's handcuffed to her.
Yeah, Kurt Russell follows her out the damn door.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
No, it's a great scene. Again, we got really good ensemble actors.
Yeah.
To work well with this.
I guess, but they never really do the ensemble thing. Everybody just kind of has dialogue with another character for a long ass time.
That's a good point. Then again, there's kind of this whole faction thing going on within the movie.
Yeah, that whole North and South bullshit.
Yeah. Michael Madsen's kind of wasted here.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Tim Roth too.
Really?
I mean, they're just kind of background characters because we need 8 characters. It's so important.
Tim Roth really doesn't do much in this movie. I did like his point about, what is justice and what is not justice in terms of hanging people. Yeah. I did like that bit. Unfortunately, he doesn't really get much to do after that other than be shot. Again, spoilers.
Yeah. Like we've never done spoilers on the podcast before.
Literally ruined Ip Man 3, but I mean, no one should watch that movie.
You're not going to see that movie anyway. Everybody's already seen The Hateful Eight, so continuing. Kurt Russell was...
he is okay.
I felt he was pretty good.
Yeah.
He really can't do Tarantino or Rodriguez movies.
Oh, really?
You didn't see Death Proof.
I didn't, actually.
Yeah.
But that's Tarantino.
It was alright. Oh, that one was Tarantino? I thought...
No, Death Proof was
Planet
Tarantino.
Terror was Rodriguez.
Yeah, Planet Terror is Rodriguez. Because Death Proof is the one movie that Quentin Tarantino says he hates. He says that he's made that movie and he hates it. So
I tried to make it work, but god damn it sucks.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can respect that. I can appreciate that shit.
Yeah. I kind of liked his whole speech to all of them. If anybody's intent on stopping me from taking this woman to the thing.
Yeah.
I like the whole speech. He does a good speech, and his interaction with her, I think, really works.
Yeah, and it's consistent the whole time. It's nice.
Yeah. Until he up and dies. Out of nowhere, I was like, man, they straight up killed Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they did.
I thought he was going to be like the last one.
No. No.
Yeah. And I really didn't see Sam Jackson making it out of this movie.
Well, he didn't make it out of Django either.
Yeah. He exploded.
Yes, he did.
Then again, Quentin Tarantino also exploded. Where's his cameo in this movie?
He didn't have one.
I know.
Well, I mean, where the hell are you going to put it?
Yeah.
I would have loved to see him play like Sweet Dave.
Yeah, that would have been great.
But yeah, just all of a sudden, Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, that would have been fun. Anyway, but you know, the guy who we got to play those characters and background characters.
Yeah.
It has a lot of build, but the payoff kind of sucks.
Yeah, the payoff is very awkward because Channing Tatum comes out of nowhere.
He really does.
When I saw him, I was like, "What? What's going on?" Also, random narrator comes back in to be like backstory, and I was like,
"Who was that?"
I think it was supposed to be Chris.
Oh,
I only infer that because at the end of the movie, when he's like got her at gunpoint, he's like, and this is the part of the story where I blow your fucking head off. You know, he kind of sounds like that, so I was like, okay, so that's supposed to be you in this scenario.
I don't know what Tim Roth's accent actually is supposed to sound like in the movie. He kind of bounces back and forth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be English.
English, but not Cockney, and certainly not a Western accent.
I did legitimately enjoy his accent, though. I thought it was nice and different from the... Because I literally
is that not how he talks, just naturally?
I don't actually know.
Is the dude not English? I don't know.
Well, he is. Well, I don't know. Again, because I know that he does that voice in Body of Lies. Is that show?
I don't know.
There's some TV show about lying.
Something or other.
Yeah.
What was the name of the old guy, the actor? Wasn't he in Red?
The, which one?
The war vet.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, fine. I didn't know that guy was a part of it. And then they were like, he's a part of it.
Me
and
neither.
I was like, well,
what the fuck?
That was weird.
Yeah.
Kind of went nowhere with that guy.
Yeah.
I did like the whole monologue that Sam Jackson gives to him. I thought that scene was great.
Okay.
Everything about that, like the way he says it, because I think that Sam Jackson really loves Tarantino dialogue.
Yeah,
he just really gets into it whenever he does it.
Absolutely, he does.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like doing the Path to the Righteous Man.
Yeah.
Said on all sides.
Yeah, but I mean, he in the dialogue that he has in Django and all that shit, it was good.
I don't remember any
His
big
performance
major
is great.
speeches except for the one where he like outs them.
Yeah.
That movie. Bruce Dern.
Oh, Bruce Dern.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All these people were in Django, except for Kurt Russell, who came back from Death Proof.
No, he came back from Furious 7.
A lot of these people have appeared in previous Tarantino films.
Well, yeah.
The one newcomer is the chick.
Yeah, who is the chick?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
All right.
And man, she kind of just goes through the ringer as far as the makeup department's concerned.
Yeah, yeah. Gallons of blood.
I mean, she's got to, get
brain matter.
Her teeth knocked out.
Black
she got to get punched in the face a whole lot. She got to get, spit on, vomit blood by Kurt Russell. Then she's got to have Channing Tatum's head blow up all over.
Yeah. And then we already talked about how.
And then they got a hanger.
Yeah, that's right. They hang her at the end
Well,
after shooting her in the leg a couple of times. What the fuck?
Yeah. Sorry, we're looking on IMDb and we found out about Amityville: The Awakening. So there's that.
Oh, that's gonna be. It's not gonna work, y'all.
Well,
Let it die. Bury it right the fuck
when
now.
has Amityville ever worked outside of the first movie?
I thought the 2005 was pretty good.
It was.
It just suffered from being,
made in 2005.
Yeah, made in 2005, and also the CG.
Yeah,
early CG.
That's what I mean
bullshit.
by that. Where they're just kind of like CG and
also
ghosts
Ryan
look
Reynolds
real
is in the
and whatever.
movie because
No, I think he does.
He does well.
He does admirably for what he's given.
Yeah.
Again, he's not known for that type of thing, so it's just kind of weird. But you kind of understand why he got the part.
Not like what Jim Carrey in the number 23.
I mean, that's your whole thing.
Or like Chris Parnell.
In what?
In the House on Haunted Hill.
Oh no, that's Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
No, Chris Parnell was, he slept with me too, that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Dewey Cox.
They were both on SNL. Give me a break.
No, I know. This was, but yeah, kind of like Matthew Lillard in 13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
Just kind of weird.
He doesn't do a bad job either, I don't think, in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Really.
He really doesn't. No. I mean, he's acting across from Monk, which is just surreal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It is bizarre.
And
but
also,
I mean, again,
Jessica Biel?
Jessica Biel, I know, was in the remake to
Texas
Chainsaw.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's the only thing I actually remember actually watching her in, except for the A-Team sequel or movie that I didn't watch.
There's an A-Team sequel?
Or no?
Oh,
okay. There's an A-Team movie.
Yes, there is. I saw it.
Oh, is it good?
No.
Even with that cast, it's not good?
No.
Oh, man.
There are some entertaining moments, but it just feels like a shit movie. In the entire time.
I was literally like, he's going to say cash grab, and then you just say shit movie.
Well, I mean, they're the same thing.
Hilarious.
Anyway. But we're not really here to talk about that.
Anyway. The Hateful Eight. So, I mean, again, it takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
It takes about a good hour.
It doesn't get a whole lot of traction
yeah.
going in. Like, there's a scene where he's like, put the horses away, and then we get to see them putting away the horses.
Yeah. But, I mean, that scene is supposed to set up how Sam Jackson doesn't trust Bob.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican.
Yeah, the Mexican guy. Can't remember his name.
Bob.
Shot his face off. Anyway.
Yeah. That dude's head exploded. Popped like a balloon.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
I was like, man. That was before Channing Tatum randomly showed up. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, it was rough. It was rough.
I have a feeling that that's why Tarantino was pissed about the script being leaked.
Oh, because Channing Tatum.
Because twist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I didn't read it.
I didn't read it either, and I feel like he changed a couple things.
Obviously.
Just to make it not, still different for people.
As far as I know, he's still being sued for the whole Django thing.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it went to trial yet. That'll probably take a little while. Anyway.
Maybe. So, final thoughts?
Final thoughts on The Hateful Eight. I'll give it another watch.
Okay.
Just for,
I definitely think it's worth another watch.
Just because it is Tarantino, I am a fan of his. Generally,
again, it's not as tight.
Kill Bill wasn't a great movie for me.
It is not as tight as Reservoir Dogs, which is an infinitely better movie.
Yeah,
because again,
I found myself wanting to watch that.
Stuff builds throughout the tension builds, and you just kind of are like, well, these people are talking, but I'm interested in what they're saying because they're in this really intense situation.
You know what we should do after we're done with this?
What's that?
Watching Glorious Bastards.
That's a great 3 hours long, dude.
Yeah, it'll be like 5 a.m.
Oh my God. Insane. Yeah, I've only seen that movie once, which, I enjoyed that as a movie. It's just that, like, I'm not. I'm
invested on the historic aspect of it, which I don't really get from The Hateful Eight. Like, there's a whole lot of talk about the Civil War and a whole bunch of that shit that happens.
Yeah.
And it's referenced, but it doesn't really ever go anywhere.
I don't think so. I think it's thematically setting up something. I just don't know what.
I have the answer.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's meaningless.
But they talk a lot about it, especially with Chris at the end when he's like, my daddy led these soldiers and blah blah blah, and they trusted him, and you people are just a gang, and then he falls over, and he's like, and then Sam Jackson's like, oh shit,
yeah.
This chick about to kill me.
It was good.
And then she hacks off on Kurt Russell's arm.
Yeah, it was
you watched this at home?
Yeah.
With your children?
No, they were asleep.
Okay.
But Haley's family was still around.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm watching the movie, and they're like...
They N-bomb the shit out of that movie.
Yeah, they do. They do. There's not a whole lot of fucks.
Like, everybody says that word.
There are no cunts in this movie.
Like, literally every character says that word in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
probably
it's
not,
easy to do.
Probably not Channing. No, Channing Tatum does say it. After he shoots up the people and talks to Old Man.
Yeah.
So literally every character in this movie says that word at some point.
Yeah.
Or every major character in this movie. We're not counting Minnie and her group of people.
Yeah. Because they weren't in the movie for very long.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Channing Tatum honestly wasn't in this movie for very long.
No, but
I literally left it going, man, he got paid. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
I think he does good with what he's given. I think it's because he's happy working with Tarantino.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Yeah. I think that was Tarantino giving him a trial run.
Yeah. I can definitely see that.
Because he's worked with the same people for a long time.
Yeah.
Trusts these people. Is Harvey Keitel dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was in The Ridiculous Six.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be in this movie so bad.
Yeah, but I mean, he kind of settled up with the Sandler crew ever since Little Nicky.
Oh, man. But
I mean, he was
Keitel's
the
a great
devil.
actor.
I know. And he's like the best part of what is that? From Dusk Till Dawn. Granted, there are a lot of great things in that movie.
Fuck, I totally forgot he was in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Which I'm totally convinced was like 75% directed by Tarantino.
No.
Or at least, if not, then Tarantino was looking at Robert going, come on.
Yeah, because Robert Rodriguez directs about halfway through the movie, up until they get to the bar, right?
Yeah.
We develop these characters that are... No, that's... yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, we develop
these really intense characters, these three-dimensional characters with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino as these brothers in arms, literally.
Yeah.
And they shoot motherfuckers.
And then they get to the bar, and all of a sudden vampires.
Yeah, and then vampires. Yeah. It's very odd, very random.
No, it is. And I feel like if you
it's a good half a movie.
If you market that movie well, then, you know, that movie's a success. If you market it as vampire film...
Which it totally was.
Less success, because people were just kind of sitting there going, where are the vampires?
Yeah. Yeah. Anymore. So that's really all we have to say about The Hateful Eight. That didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can continue talking about it.
I'll give it another watch. Is really what I got away from it, because I didn't care for it.
Well, again, I didn't care for a good hour. I was just kind of like, well, these people were talking, and, you know, yay.
Yeah.
But I don't really see where everything's going, and then all of a sudden,
Kurt
Russell dies, and I'm like, holy crap.
It might require a second viewing, and I have viewed Tarantino's films multiple times a piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one is better after a second viewing?
Probably Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, really?
Movie the second time around.
Obviously, the one that I've only seen the one time.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're just like, yeah.
Oh, well, I love that movie. Django is also a great movie. I feel it kind of drags compared to Inglourious Basterds, but this movie drags for a long time.
It does.
So,
but again, you got to build up these characters, and I kind of get the feeling because again, Quentin Tarantino has obviously directed stage shows, right? Because I mean,
no, I don't know. Well, I'm sure that's how you get your start, right? That's what Garnett said.
What? Okay.
Start by doing community theater.
This is like the second time today you've straight up quoted Garnett from.
Yeah, but Garnett is the best character for that show.
No, I understand, and I get you, but I mean...
She was my favorite character before all that bullshit, though.
Oh,
so
really?
fuck you.
My favorite character was Steven.
Comedy is derived from fair.
Yeah. My favorite character was Steven. Up until all that stuff happened, I was like...
Well, I mean, yeah, that's your main character. That's your protagonist. That's who you center everything around.
I really liked him and Connie, working together.
Yeah, him and Connie have a great dynamic.
Him and Connie is pretty much girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because they don't ever say it. They don't ever say it, but obviously.
Well, I mean, it's got to bloop naturally. This isn't.
What do you mean?
This isn't Megaforce, all right? We can't just shoo this bitch in. We got to have them interact with each other through multiple different trials. Connie working with the sword, them getting trapped in a bubble.
Yeah, but they still don't ever say
them saving her mom from the zombie horde.
But again,
or the mutant horde.
They still don't ever say it. Like sworn to the sword. Obviously, it's there. Their relationship is the entire point of that episode.
Kind of.
Yeah. Unless you get into all this stuff.
No. Even before that.
Until you get all the stuff with
No, the whole thing with her wanting to get... This has gotten out of control.
No, we're going to keep
totally spiraled out of control. We talked about Steven Universe already.
I know, but
and Sword of the Sword is my favorite episode.
I know, but we haven't talked about this, so...
Oh, about their dynamic?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
No, but I mean, you get to things like after the finale and So they're clearly like in a relationship, right?
Yeah, they have a relationship, but it's not romantic right now. It's platonic. It's totally platonic.
They were totally. Come on, man! Like during the last birthday episode.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was at like the end of season 2 or the mid finale, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
we need
that
more
movie,
Steven Universe in our lives.
That show is coming out in a month.
Oh, right.
Like May 12th.
That means I've got like 5 weeks before I'll see it. I don't know if I can last that long, Nick.
It's okay. Wonder how that came up on audio.
Yeah, I don't know if it did. It's kind of windbreakery, this shirt, anymore. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like...
They have a relationship. I'll agree with you on that, but it's not... It hasn't progressed to that point.
He straight up says, he's like, what happens when Connie grows up and becomes president? What does that make me, first boy? It's there. Obviously, they're going to be together, and you get the sense that they already know that. They're just not saying it.
Well,
they fuse together.
It kind of goes without saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It does go without saying.
Yeah, they totally had sex.
Yeah, that's the implication. You know?
You have to put that picture back up now. Yeah. Anyways. So off of that,
randomly talking about Steven Universe, that kind of came out.
Yeah, that was that. We went off on that.
I apologize. We talked for like 5 minutes.
Anyhow, you wanted to ask me about Ninjago?
Yeah.
You had Ninjago news?
Yeah.
Why? How?
Ninjago news. So I've been looking on a lot of forums because I'm trying to do research for the movie or for the review for season 4.
Yeah.
And so I've looked at a lot of fan discussions, fan theories, and whatever. And one thing that I found out about the movie. Okay, so let me get to IMDb.
Okay.
So I can read you because this is the rumor about what the plot is for this movie.
Haven't you noticed I made it this far? Now everyone can see me burn.
So here we go. Ninjago is the story of 6 young ninja tasked with defending their island home called Ninjago. By night, they're gifted warriors using their skills and awesome fleet of vehicles to fight villains and monsters. By day, they're ordinary teens struggling against their greatest enemy, high school.
No, that's not what that show's about.
I know.
Like, no season...
That's a rumor. So that's not actually what the plot is about.
Okay.
Or at least not any, official source that I can find is really saying that that's what the plot is about.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a rumor, but I want to get your take on it.
There's nothing to take from that. That's not what the show's about.
I know.
Like, not even a little bit. They make it sound like they're like Batman or some shit.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on here. It's not a secret identity thing. Everybody knows they're ninjas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never been a secret identity.
It's never been a secret identity thing. Let alone them working in a cafe. I'm sorry, going to high school. Sorry, that was a shot at Dino Charge I didn't need to take, but I did anyway because fuck that show. Anyway, not Dino Charge, Supercharged. Supercharged was the worst.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not the worst. Again, Mega Forces, or Super Mega Forces in my mind. But again, we haven't gotten the end, so I mean, that I can say stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I just think it's very odd. Like, why would you go that route?
With the high school thing?
Because one of the things I saw, I was like, well, this is going to be Dragon Ball Evolution all over again.
Yeah, but it's not going to be live action. It's going to be Lego mechanics.
It's hard for me to think of it in those terms.
All right.
Because, I mean, it's very weird. Because, again, they're never in school. Like, the closest thing we ever get to school is...
them becoming teachers.
Well, yeah. The academy stuff and also the Darkly School for Bad Boys. Which is introduced...
the same place.
Which is pretty much designed to introduce Lloyd and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So...
build up that backstory.
Yeah.
That is dumb.
Yeah.
That's just dumb. At least watch the show before you fucking make the movie. Try to write the script.
Well, it's weird because I got the writers of the show working on this. And I don't think they ever came up with that, or at least they're still working on the script.
Yeah, I would hope so. There's not even Lloyd's a kid anymore. So what the fuck?
All right, we'll get into that.
We'll check that out when the movie comes out.
Yeah, I definitely need to see a trailer because, I mean, I can't believe that this is where they're going with this movie.
Yeah,
you got so much lore behind this show, and you're going to go with them in high school?
Yeah, the most generic goddamn thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna even tie it into the show. I mean, like even Shadow of Ronin video game tied into the show.
God, it's the worst. This is the worst. They've given up.
I don't think they've given up. Again, it's just a rumor.
Okay, well, can I tell you something that pisses me off that's actually canon?
Okay.
Rita.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the full character design for Rita.
Yeah. I'm not as pissed off as you are about this.
I agree with
you about the Scorpina thing.
She looks exactly. She looks like that.
Yeah, except green.
Yeah, except for green instead of gold. But they make up for it with the staff.
Yeah.
I don't know why they went with green. It looks like
you gotta
female swap, gender swapped Loki.
Again, like I didn't get much of it from it, but again, Black Nerd had said this is possibly setting up the whole thing with the Green Ranger and blah 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 because essentially he created the coin.
Oh.
Or at least according to the show's mythos, that's what happened. Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm sorry. That's infuriating.
Well, I mean, you'll have to see how it goes.
I guess fine.
Yeah.
We'll see where this goes. Maybe they'll do the costume at the end of the movie or some shit. I don't know.
I don't think you can make that costume work again in a solid, serious format. Because I mean, we saw what happened in the short film.
No, I think I can make it work.
Okay. You want to draw something up and then have me put it up on the screen?
No, I'm not gonna draw a concept art because I know what it looks like.
Okay. Going back to Ninjago for a bit, so it's interesting you're talking about age, the Lloyd not being a kid anymore.
Yeah.
And this has been a subject that I've wanted to cover for a while because I just think it's very weird. So, I watched, again, doing research for season 4, watched a Q&A with Kirby Morrow, who voices Cole in the show. And he, like, repeatedly, in both of the interviews both the Q&As that I saw him in, repeatedly refers to Cole as, I'm 14-year-old Cole, and leader of the Ninjago Warriors. And I'm like, huh.
14?
He's not 14.
He's not 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's not 14.
No,
I think the reason that he says that is, again, this is my thought on it, is because that's what the voice director told him to get that voice out of him.
Okay, I guess.
That's the only reason I can think as to why he keeps referring to him like that. Because he's not 14.
There's no way.
He's decidedly not 14. But I wanted this to spin off into another conversation, which is, how old do you think
the ninja are? Well, there's really no telling how old Zane is.
Yeah, he's about a couple decades, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him at least 30, maybe 40.
Probably 50, I'd give him.
50? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll settle on 50. And then there's Kai and Nia.
Yeah.
Nia's at least 19.
Really? Okay.
Kai's got to be in his 20s.
Yeah, I think so.
Like 22, 23, something.
Yeah, something like that.
Jay, he's probably around 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think he's?
I think he's younger than Nia.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I think that would be the only logical reason that she would not choose that guy.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then there's Cole, who's got to be also at least 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Well, I mean, there's this thing that he says in the first episode when they first meet Kai, where he's like, welcome to the team, kid. So, I mean, I don't know if that means he's older.
He calls him kid because he's been there longer.
Yeah, that's probably the case. So, again, speculation, whatever.
Sure.
Lloyd is where things get a little bit weird.
Yeah, because Lloyd, when the show starts out, he's what, 12?
I think he's like 8 is when the show starts.
Let's say 5.
I want to say he's like
his
8.
jersey says 5.
Shut up.
It does, though.
It was a clue.
Yeah, it was.
It means
totally
nothing other than a key.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, hidden in plain sight, and I couldn't even call that, and it pissed me off. Because I rewatched that show, and I was like, does he have a green 5 on his shirt?
You sons of bitches. Yeah.
Damn you, Hagemans. No, it's okay.
No, it's fine. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't let them ruin it.
But yeah, I think, so I want to say he starts at about 8.
Okay.
But he could start at 12.
Let's say 8, because when he jumps in the time warp and whatever, it ages him 10 years even.
You do the Tomorrow Tea thing, and that kind of brings him up to the ninja's age, which is around 20. And then the whole time thing happens, and you don't really know. Yeah. I want to say, and this is based on a whole bunch of things, but I want to say that he's still the youngest, and that the whole time thing didn't actually make him an adult. He just turned into a teenager. So he's like 16 at this point. I want to say is his actual age.
No.
Really?
I disagree. He's got to be at least 18.
Really?
Yeah. It may just be his character that makes me think that he's older than he is, based on logic. But those are my age numbers that I
like. Like 17.
Okay, fine. So I'll say 17. Jay.
Well, because I feel like he's not that old, because there's this scene in Possession. Spoilers for that.
I've totally seen it.
Yeah, season we were just talking. So there's a scene in Possession, especially when he gets possessed, and he shows up at the tea shop, and everything's all dark and weird, and he starts talking, and Jay is the first one to be like, "Huh, Lloyd went through puberty." So I'm just gonna I want to say he's 16.
Yeah, I'd still say about 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because 16 is a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, but
I don't think he's that young.
Well, I mean, he ran away from school when he was 8 and was trained by ninjas.
I'm working with a trainee right now who's 17. Okay. So 16 is a bit of a stretch for me.
Really? Okay. All right. So
I'll say 17.
Okay, so
I'll meet you halfway and say 17.
Okay. Because he's definitely the younger out of the 5, I think.
Yeah, obviously. Or maybe you just want to think that because...
Well, he is, though. I mean, there's no other way that can happen, especially with the whole time jump thing.
I still think he's around their age. 18, at least.
I don't think so, because, I mean, they're adults when he's still, 8.
Yes.
And since the whole Tomorrow Tea doesn't actually, age him up, that means he has to age naturally, which means that there's a time gap at least between their ages.
Well, I mean, there is the beginning, but not anymore. Because the time travel science.
It's a very convoluted episode.
It's so fucking, we're making sense out of anthills right now.
Wibbly wobbly timey-wimey.
Yeah, that's the explanation.
Yeah.
Balls.
I'll have to put that clip in now. Just so that, it's not as vulgar.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
But anyway, I wanted to talk about that because I thought it was a bit of a fun discussion. Apparently, when Kirby Morrow said that back in 2013, it lit up the message boards and people were just arguing with each other. So all these people
It sure makes sense that he's 16. No, it doesn't.
No. Some people were like, no, it means that Cole's 14 when the show starts.
Yeah.
And then other people were like, no, because he got a job in season 1.
Well, it's a very Japanese-based show. It might be Chinese.
It's an Asian.
It's an Asian-based.
Asian-inspired society. Asian-inspired society, especially going forward. But he drives a car and blah blah blah.
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that shit works.
Yeah. Anyway, but he's not 14.
I look forward
is the point I'm making.
That show again. Well, I should probably catch up. I think I'm still watching season 5. Did we do that?
Oh, we did finish season 5. Yeah.
Okay, what happened in season 5?
Possession, dude.
Oh, that was season 5?
Yeah, that was season 5.
We finished
that.
Yeah,
we finished that. We got to finish season 6. Still not out on Kiss Cartoon, but I found out that they pay for those episodes, so it's fine.
Oh, what a bitch.
I just gotta wait for them to come out with a full season. I've watched about half of it. I like it a whole lot, especially with...
Sorry, go ahead.
The stuff with the pirates, because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And we focus on Jay as a character in this show. And it's very weird because the villain's like the Wishmaster. It's bizarre. I'm definitely going to use that because he's a djinn.
Oh, okay.
So he manipulates people into making wishes without the full...
Oh, the monkey's paw.
Yeah, pretty much,
sure.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
And one of the things that happens... Spoilers for that show, by the way. So... It's really... Well, I don't even know if I should tell you or if you should just watch it.
I'll probably just watch it. Because I also watched the Powerpuff Girls, all the episodes that are available on this cartoon, yeah. And
how was it?
It was alright. It's not terrible.
Okay.
It's also not the same show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. It gets kind of, morally
Really?
Yeah.
Like
South
Power
Park.
Rangers PSA type thing?
No, not that hard. It's just kind of a inner monologue type thing.
You know what I learned today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Anyway, but they definitely don't feel like the same characters.
Oh, really?
And they do use the narrator.
Well, they do use them at the end.
No, they use them throughout the show randomly.
Really?
Like when he does the time lapse things. 8 days later.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom Kenny's a great announcer voice.
No, he is. That guy has made a career out of announcer voice.
Yes.
Well, I don't even think that's true.
No, it is true. He could literally just do the KCAs every year. And
that's a good point. I forgot that. I forgot that he did that for the KCAs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, he's like their golden child.
He really is.
At least until SpongeBob's canceled, which it won't be.
It'll never be canceled. Yeah, until that guy dies.
Yeah.
From being stabbed to death by a crazed fan. Anyhow,
that was legitimately cool seeing him do the Ice King.
Yeah,
no. Bit.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out.
Yeah.
Put a link
in
in
the
description.
He's laughing because he knows I'm not gonna put
Yeah, he's not actually gonna do it.
Joke's on you. I'm gonna put in the extra effort just because you said.
Oh, says you.
Yeah, says
I'll
me.
believe it when I see it.
Says me right now. I don't know how I feel whenever
whenever this comes out.
But yeah.
Man, we'll be back next week with Elvis versus Nixon under our belts at the very least.
Not a versus movie.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the Ring versus the Grudge. That shit is stupid. Anyways.
It's weird.
It's gonna be bad. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Okay. Alright.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I should touch on this real quickly.
What's up?
Because I promised that I would talk about this. So I've been watching Die Ranger.
Oh,
Or
okay.
at least I started it.
Die Ranger, yes.
Yeah. It's bizarre watching that show.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like watching the Zoo Ranger stuff and being like, oh, it's like familiar, but there's also this new stuff.
Yeah.
Except
Sure.
it's much of a harsher turn because the only thing that's the same is the
You started Die Ranger without me?
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't gotten that far in it. I've only
I'll watch it on my own time.
I've only seen about 3 episodes, but it's fascinating.
I know where to find it.
It reminds me a lot of Jungle Fury.
Oh.
In that it focuses a lot on technique and, spirituality in terms of martial arts and all that.
Yeah.
And I really dig it for that.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It'll be interesting to see that and then watch the Super Mega Force episode compared to it and then hate on it.
And the Die Ranger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just because I know the same thing happened with RPM.
It didn't happen with Jungle Fury because Jason Smith wrote that episode, but the point is he could have written the season. Anymore.
He wrote some things. Stuff that he did right was good.
I was watching Jungle Fury earlier today.
Cheater.
I wasn't cheating.
We haven't finished the show.
Nobody cares. 2.5 episodes.
Yeah, let's watch them right now.
Oh my god, seriously?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I got time. All right, we'll do that next week. We'll be talking about Operation Overdrive, fucking finally.
Yeah.
And Elvis and Nixon.
I'll have to see what the time jump is on this one because man, we took us a while to finish this to finish Overdrive.
Yeah. Oh man, it took us a long time.
And this is just hoping that we can get through 2.5 more episodes.
Yeah,
We're
because
just
there's
like,
a good chance I'm leaving.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this is where we'll leave you.
Yeah, this is where we leave you this week. I'm Ice Chief Nick's Coffin.
Yes.
And this is Nick.
AKA Iron Man. What are you doing, man? You just make sounds? Okay.
I'm trying to say the thing. And you keep interrupting me.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, then say it. Say it!
Yeah, I'm trying to say it. Alright. And feels weird doing it.
Okay. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay. Well, this is Nick, aka Iron Man 1993.
And I'm Ice Chip Andy.
May the power chamber protect you.